Hello everyone, myself Dr. Khalid Riaz, Assistant Professor of Geography, Government PG College, Rajouri. My topic of presentation is the disaster management. Disaster is a sudden calamitous event bringing the great damage, loss, destruction, and devastation to the life and property. Damage caused by the disasters is immeasurable and varies with the geographical location, climate, and the type of Earth's surface. The influence mental, social, economic, political, and cultural state of the affected area. Generally, the disaster has the following effects in the concerned area. It completely disturbs the normal day to day life. It negatively influences the emergency system, nor- normal needs, and the process like food, shelter, health, etc. are affected and deteriorated depending upon the intensity and severity of the disaster. It may also be termed as the serious disruption in the functioning of society causing the widespread human, material, or the environmental losses which exceeds the ability of the affected society to cope using its own resources. Now, the type of the disasters. Generally, the disasters are of two type: natural and the man-made. Based upon the devastation, there are the further classified into the major and minor natural disasters and major and minor man-made disasters. Some of the disasters are listed. Natural disasters. Major natural disasters include the flood, cyclone, drought, and earthquakes. Minor natural disasters includes the cold wave, thunderstorms, heat waves, mudslides, and storms. Man-made disasters include the setting of the fires, epidemic, the deforestation, the pollution due to the prawn cultivation, the chemical pollution, and wars as a major man-made disasters. Minor man-made disasters include the road and train accidents, riots, flood, food poisonings, industrial disasters, and crises and environmental pollutions. Now, the important aspect of the disaster is its management. As far as the management of disaster is concerned, disaster management involves the preparedness, response, recovery, and the mitigation. It helps in reducing the loss of life, property damage, and the economic disruption. Government, NGOs, and the individuals all play a key role in managing the disasters. There are the four phases of the disaster management, which includes the mitigation, where the steps are to be taken to reduce the disaster risks. Secondly, there is the preparedness, which includes the training and planning for the emergency situation. Number third is the response, immediate actions like the rescue and relief operations. And the finally, the recovery, rehabilitation, and the reconstruction of the post disaster processes. Disaster preparedness measures include the early warning system to predict the disasters, emergency kits including food, water, and the medical supplies, evacuation plans for the school, office, and the public spaces, community awareness programs for the disaster readiness. There becomes the role of government and the other agencies. In India, there is the National Disaster Management Authority, which can formulate the policies and guidelines for the effective management of the disasters within the country. United Nations and other NGOs provide the global disaster relief and aid. Local authorities ensure the disaster management plans and implemented effectively. Some of the case studies which shows us that the Indian Ocean tsunamis affected the multiple countries lead to the improved early warning system. Uttarakhand floods 2013 highlighted the need for the better urban planning and the disaster preparedness. COVID-19 pandemic showed the importance of health infrastructure and the global cooperation. There becomes the role of the technological advancement in the disaster management, where the artificial intelligence and satellite imageries are essential for the disaster predictions. GPS and early warning systems to alert the people in the high risk areas. Social media and the crisis communication to separate the information quickly. We can also contribute as an individual. We can stay informed about the potential disasters in our area. We can participate in the training and awareness programs, voluntarily working with relief organizations and separate the accurate information to avoid the panics. Now, as far as the conclusion is concerned, the disaster management is a shared responsibility. Proper planning reduces the impact of disasters. Government, organizations, and the individuals must work together to ensure its safety. Thank you.